Okay, we're going to look at the first function question in the 2020 paper one. And here it is. It's a hyperbola. And let's just get into it. It says h of x equals minus 3 over x minus 3 plus 2. Well, the equations of the asymptotes, it's just a learning thing. You have to learn that y equals whatever number is added on here is the horizontal asymptote. And x equals the opposite of this number. Whatever makes this 0, that's the vertical asymptote. So x equals 1, y equals 2. That's the answers of those. You just have to know it. It's not too hard. Determine the equation of the axis of symmetry of H that has a negative gradient. Axis of symmetry of H that has a negative gradient. Well, our hyperbolas always have two um, possible forms, either y equals x plus some y-intercept c, or y equals minus x. So it must be, m must be minus 1, okay? And all you have to do that has a negative gradient is put in, so m is minus 1, but x is 1. You just substitute x is 1 in there. And minus 1 times 1 is minus 1. And y equals 2. Instead of y, you put in 2, then you add 1, you get c equals 3. So the equation of the axis of symmetry is y equals minus x plus 3. Minus x plus 3. Okay, so that's that. Now the next part is to sketch the graph of h. Well, this negative, you should know the shape of that hyperbola. It's two branches in the second and the fourth quadrant. Let's just take it through here. Let's take a look at it. So that's going to be the general shape. But the thing you should start with is these asymptotes. Draw a dotted line at x equals 1 and a dotted line at y equals 2. And that gives you the basic sort of structure. There's your x-axis. There's your y-axis. Now you let x equals 0 to find the y-intercept. Well, if x is 0, that's minus 3 divided by minus 1, that's 3. 3 plus 2 is 5. So x is 0, y is 5. That's where it goes through there. 5, you just have to indicate the y-intercept. Now, it's a little bit harder finding the x-intercept. You have to let y equal 0. Then you multiply everything by x minus 1. You'd still have 0 there. The x minus 1 would cancel here. You get minus 3. And then 2 times x minus 1. Well, you get 2x minus 2. Add the 3 to this side. Add 2, you get 2x equals 5, and then divide by 2, x equals 5 over 2 is your x-intercept. So there's your y-intercept of 5, your x-intercept of 5 over 2, the asymptote of y equals 2 being the horizontal asymptote, the vertical asymptote of x equals 1, and you know the shape, so that makes sense where it goes through. You just have to label the y-intercept and the x-intercept. And there we go. All done. The first hyperbola question.